You know, when you hear a doctor that's got all these credentials and accolades, and he's the team doctor in the National Football League, you tend to believe him.
In a country where Nadia Comaneci is a household name, Andrea Radicon was poised to become Romania's next hero. For one night in Sydney, she had it all. The prestigious gold medal in the Olympic all-around. But in a matter of days, her Olympic dream turned into a nightmare.
Raducan Andrea, member of the Romanian team, is disqualified from the competition gymnastics women's all-around final for use of prohibited substances.
A simple cold pill given to her by the team doctor changed everything.
It is the dream of countless American families, a knock on the door from a big-time college football scout and a spot on a team that fills coliseums on Saturday. But tonight comes a revelation from a former star about the pain and pressure that exists inside the nation's football factories and the injectable risks some young men take in
other
order
major
to
colleges, in tucked-away training rooms underneath the stadium, is the closely held secret of team doctors using powerful prescription painkillers to get student athletes on the field despite painful injuries. Publicly, for the first time tonight on Nightline, the 6'5", 290-pound Armstead, a picture of health with no family history of heart problems, says the painkiller shots he got over the season as a USC player led to a heart attack he suffered at the age of 20. Armstead alleges the doctor and the school ignored the risk from the painkiller being used, a generic version of Toradol, developed for use in treating post-operative pain in hospitals. The manufacturers warn it should only be used short-term and that potential side effects include an increased risk of myocardial infarction, heart attack, and stroke, which can be fatal.
A pile of vials and syringes represent the number of Toradol injections that a single Colorado university purchased during just one football season. Some injured football players consider it a magic potion that helps them play through the pain. Others consider it a dangerous snake oil. With the Broncos, Jets, Dolphins, and while at the University of Colorado in 2003, McChesney says he was shot up with Toradol or its generic equivalent Ketorolac at least 100 times, shortening his career.
Get a shot in your butt cheek before a game. You feel like frickin' Superman when you walk on the field. Everything's numb, you feel great. After the game, when you wake up the next day, you feel like you got hit like a Mack truck because it hides everything. So what do?
Real high tolerance for pain. You know, when you have issues that need medication, you know, that's easy to look at a doctor and go, he's handing out them shots right now. I really need this if I'm gonna make it through today. Vicodins, Percocets, Vioxx. I mean, Vioxx was a great drug.
Merck Pharmaceutical Company pulling its arthritis drug called Vioxx off the market after a new study disclosed that it could increase the risk of heart attacks and stroke.
I'm playing football right now. My back kills me. I wake up, I still have numbness in my leg, and I'm dealing with a number of pain issues, and who knows what the future holds for me.
I didn't know that was telltale sign of a back injury. They didn't care about my well-being and how long of a career I could have there. They only cared for the interim of what I was going to be able to do.
According to a study done in 2015 by Dr. Zachary Kerr, assistant professor of exercise and sport science and the director for the Center of the Study of Retired Athletes at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, within 1,100 member schools, over 19,000 teams, and over 450,000 participating athletes, over the duration of 5 school years spanning from 2009 to 2014, over 1 million injuries were reported. My name is Melissa Sturgill, and I am the author of Put Me In, Coach: How Pharmacists Can Contribute to Elite Sports. I have interviewed 3 student athletes from Butler University to share their perspective on medication, awareness, and management throughout their athletic career.
I'm a junior, and I'm from Evansville, Indiana.
And what sport do you play?
And I play golf.
Okay. I'm Griffin. I'm from Avon, Indiana, and I'm a senior. And I was a cheerleader for 3 years and played football for my 4th year.
I'm Joe Camacho. I am a senior football player, and I am from Atlanta, Georgia.
So, just kind of in your normal experiences being an athlete, what would a sports pharmacist look like to you?
Yeah, so a sports pharmacist, I probably see them counseling athletes on like how to properly use their medications, or possibly like dispensing or providing like medications to athletes that might be having like some sort of injury or illness.
Sports pharmacists, they would kind of manage medications for each athlete, kind of looking at what each athlete is taking, possible interactions, and making sure they're taking the correct amount.
I think a sports pharmacist would look like someone who's a part of the team, like training staff, who would be able to mostly, I feel like at the beginning of seasons and throughout the off-season, handle supplements and medications of athletes, so that way that it takes less stress off the athletic trainers and it'd be a professional to be able to manage those medications and give them to you as dosed and when needed.
What do you think their role would be in regards to working on a team with other healthcare professionals?
They would all work together, obviously, and just making sure that they're prescribing medications or making sure the athlete is taking medications that will give them the optimum performance.
How do you think your teammates take medications?
I think they probably are very similar to me in that they probably just ask like their friends and family as well if they are feeling a certain way, or just will go into the pharmacy and find a certain medication just based on whatever symptoms they're feeling. But I think it definitely could benefit to have like some type of pharmacist or some type of healthcare professional like in sports medicine areas, just so like the athletes are like correctly informed on what medications to take, just because like as a student and being in college, like we just like sometimes don't know like what type of interactions there are with medications, so it would be great to like have a professional there to like guide us and show us the correct medications to take.
How do you think your teammates take over-the-counter medications?
I know that it's not always taken correctly. They're the same as me. It's nothing illegal by any means, but it's over-the-counter, acetaminophen, and NSAIDs. But I know for a fact I've seen, including myself, sometimes have taken way over the max recommended dose, which I know puts your body in danger.
Do you think your teammates know the dangers of overdosing on over-the-counter medications and how easy it is to do so?
I can almost guarantee you I do not think they know exactly what they're getting themselves into. Sometimes with that, I know a lot of times the adverse effects are small and minor things that like you would notice and it would take long-term use, but it still would definitely be beneficial for them to have a better understanding of what they're putting in their body and what the right amount and right way to take it would be.
What role do you think medications have in congruence with athletes?
I think they kind of go hand in hand. Athletes put their bodies through things every day and stress, and so over-the-counter medications, they can be used for soreness and just kind of helping you feel a little better after putting your body through that work.
What are your thoughts regarding the use and misuse of medications in sports?
I think misuse of medications is kind of used a lot, whether it be over-the-counter medications or even illegal medications. That's used more like steroids and stuff in professional sports, but here at Butler I haven't seen a whole lot of it other than ibuprofen, just taking too much of it, or Tylenol.
And how could this be addressed or changed?
I think honestly it would benefit a lot to have a professional there and to give an athletes a greater openness to knowing about these medications that they're taking, and then a greater variety of over-the-counter supplements so that athletes can feel more comfortable coming to a professional regarding that instead of going out and buying it themselves and just taking it on their own will.
Whether you are suiting up for training or competition, putting on pads and cleats, spikes and spandex, or tights and point shoes, there is a chance for injury. Many injuries are managed with the help of medications. These students agree that they want the best care that medicine and innovation can provide, which they believe includes having a pharmacist on their medical team. If they want the best, don't you?